It's 6:55 a.m. Tuesday, October 8th. I'm going to pick up our Beagle Bella. Milton's coming in. Happy birthday to my grandpa, Orville. I think it's his 88th birthday today. And then happy birthday to Chris's mom, Kathy. My grandpa and her mom share the same birthday, October 8th. Happy birthday, guys. Love you both. Love you, Grandpa. And when I get back home, when Bella and I get back home, I've got to take down all the Halloween decor, put it in the garage. I got back late last night from Texas. Barely made it home. There's all the debris from Helene at the Florida State Fairgrounds. You see it over there? Worried about all that debris being blown around. And I-4 eastbound, everyone evacuating the Tampa Bay area, flood zone A, flood zone B, mandatory evacuation. I'm heading to Oldsmar, my old neighborhood. That's where Bella's dog sitters is. Originally, I was supposed to be back at work today. I was picking Bella up today no matter what. Work canceled the next couple days, of course. There it is, downtown Tampa. Supposed to be down there for work today, but canceled, of course. People are getting out. It's good. Constant traffic. Last 24 hours up 75 and I-4. It's amazing. People are understanding how important it is to get out if they are in the flood zone areas. I'm really worried for my city, for the communities that I used to live in. My parents always happened to live next to water, so all the homes that I've shared on my channel, gone back, reminisced, specifically Clearwater Beach, my home away from home, already a mess because of Milton, or Helene. Yeah, just so worried, guys. Just hope everyone gets out. So welcome to my old neighborhood of Baycrest Park here in Town and Country. The aftermath of Helene still on the curbs. I lived here in 2004 when the hurricanes came through. Back here on Bay Point Drive, this neighborhood flooded during Helene. They were under 6 feet of water right here on the bay. This is so sad to see, and now Milton's coming. All the debris still on the curbs, all these houses flooded. I used to turn right here. Actually, the last place I ever trick-or-treated in high school was actually in this neighborhood. I was a big kid. Me and my friends trick-or-treated down these streets. Looks like that house is all boarded up. It's good. I'm not going to drive back to my old place. I'm honestly, I'm short on time. I just wanted to come in here and show you guys what we're dealing with, what they're dealing with coming into this hurricane coming. All this debris is, oh man, I don't even want to think about it. Projectiles, you name it. It's just crazy. Poor people. They lost everything in there. Could have been a lot worse. Heard a lot of people say that, and then now they're not saying it at all. I hope a lot of these people evacuate. Still a lot of vehicles here. This is flood zone A. Get out. But by the time you see this video, Milton will be come and gone, because as I've been saying in all my videos, I've been backlogged 2 days because of Hurricane Helene and my haunt season. So just want to say again, I got home on Monday, October 7th, as planned. When I left on Friday, oh no, I'm sorry, I left on Saturday. The hurricane wasn't even a thing. I started hearing about it when I landed in Texas. Pretty crazy how a hurricane can take off from the Yucatan and become a Category 5 and hit Florida within just a matter of days. And that's exactly what happened with Hurricane Michael a few years ago. And I witnessed that, and I took that in. I'm like, man, anything could happen. If a hurricane can begin and then 5 days later devastate the coast of Florida, then it could happen anytime. Yep, Baycrest Park. Lived on 8703 Bay Point Drive was our house back there. I'm afraid to go look at it. It's been years since we've lived there. Showed it in the video once. Right on the water. Definitely got flooded. Also, I've got friends that, you know, still live back in here. I hope they're okay. Old friends. Memorial and Sheldon. Spent a lot of time at this intersection. Always lived in this area. Oldsmar to my left. This is Town and Country over here. My parents lived on a Rosewood. Also, they lived back over here behind this Publix, which is also on the water for a while. I lived up here next intersection, Waters and Sheldon. I lived there for 5 years. Waters, the bay's just right over here. Also, I don't want to dox anyone, but I won't point the direction, but I do know that Kenan Thompson has a house right over here. Kind of where my old neighborhood was. He married a girl from my my high school in Oldsmar. Kenan Thompson, SNL. Here's a line to get gas right here. I used to fuel up at that 7-Eleven a lot, specifically in high school. Coming back and forth from Town and Country, that neighborhood I told you. That's where I lived in high school, to Oldsmar, to my school. And this U-Haul place, that's where I recently had a storage unit that I moved out of. Finally got all my stuff out of there. A lot of videos in 2020 during the pandemic I filmed here in Oldsmar. This is where I was living with my parents. Before that, I owned a home right back over there. I could see the bay out my back window. Remembering Hurricane Irma in that situation when I worked at the fire department. Welcome to Oldsmar. And that was really traumatic for me. Not a lot happened, but I had to be at work, and it's one thing to know you're safe, being at the fire department and all that, but having to worry about all your family and you can't do anything about it. That was really traumatic for me, because I just had to worry about everyone else, because my parents lived over here. Had they still been here, man, they would have had their house flooded. I got word that their house flooded, their old one. They rented from Helene. So this would have been devastational. Yeah, Irma was bad, really bad. There's a train coming, and I ended up moving out of Oldsmar and South Tampa, you know, because of those situations. I documented our Hurricane Ian experience. Shout out to Splore and Ryan, the man who saved our lives. We evacuated South Tampa, mandatory evacuation, and we had to go. And I was like, that's the last straw. So me and Cris The Girl made sure that we relocated further east out of flood zone area, and that's where we are now. And we have not been issued an evacuation, so we're lucky. High and dry, as they say, we hope. Cris is in Pennsylvania. If you're paying attention to her channel, we both left on our trips. These have been planned a long time before we knew that hurricanes were coming. And yeah, so I'm glad she's safe. I know she's been spending the day today with her mom and her birthday. That was the whole plan. I'm so happy for them, and wish I could be there. I wish Bella and I could just get in the car and drive up there. I mean, it's not a bad plan, but it's a little too late. I'm gonna be there just before 8 o'clock. They told me to be there at 8 o'clock to pick up Bella. Thanks to our dog sitters for always taking care of her. They've known her for a long time. I feel relieved now that Bella is back with Daddy. We'll be home soon, Bella. And just like that, she found the French fries. I want to thank these folks from Arkansas. They are down here in response to what is coming. Let's see, Arkansas SPS, Arkansas Emergency Dispatch, 2 EMSs. Welcome home. All right, you gonna help Daddy take down all these Halloween decorations? Yeah. All right, so many of hours have transpired here on October 8th. It's about 1 o'clock. As you can see, I bought some supplies. I waited an hour for gas. I filled up my tank. I got 3 extra gallons there. Got some charcoal in case I need to use the grill. I bought a chainsaw. I needed one. I got this at TSC, I went to Lowe's and they said go down the street to find a chainsaw. I was looking for one, and they had these Paulin, just like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in our living room. If you know, you know. Also, I just got some more groceries. We were pretty actually stocked for hurricanes a few weeks ago because of, you know, Helene and all that. So got plenty of water, and as you can hear, I'm gonna ride this out. We are 150 feet above sea level here. As we announced, you know, a couple years ago, we moved out of South Tampa because of Hurricane Ian, having to evacuate, going over to our friends Flora and Ryan. That was the last straw. We are away from the coast, and it looks like the eye is going to go more south of us now, so just going to be me and Bella. It hits in, let's see, we have more than a day. It hits 11 p.m. Tomorrow night. All right, 7 o'clock. Tuesday evening, a little after 7. Watching Wheel of Fortune. We're missing Cris the Girl. She's out to dinner with her parents for her mom's birthday up in Pennsylvania. Yeah, you miss mommy. Bella's got clean blankets. I did the laundry. I got done prepping the house. I've laid Chris's plants back, laid everything down out there, prepping for the storm. Might move that around a little more. I actually might cover that with a tarp if I can find one. Got a lot done today. I got a late start editing my SeaWorld Hallow Scream video right here on my laptop. I actually got done editing about 2 o'clock, and I'm having complications with the video. It's a big video because there was a lot of haunted houses. It's out by now. I did 7 walkthroughs, so they're long shots. So it took forever to download to my laptop and then transfer it, airdrop it to my phone, and then upload it to get a couple copyrights on the video. So I edited out the copywritten music and all that, and I redid it. And now it's 7 o'clock, and I'm still having complications, so I just decided to put this video out tomorrow. So that means I am officially 3 days backlogged, and it all began with Hurricane Helene, doing those 2 haunts. One had to reschedule in one night last Thursday. So, and now today. So I'm 3 days backlogged. So this video will come out, I don't know. So I filmed 2 videos at the Alamo. So I might actually hold one of those videos off. So this video, this might come out on Friday. Yeah, so you're watching this on Friday. So the storm at this point, I've been watching the news, has shifted. It looks like it'll make landfall a little south of us, hitting Sarasota head on. We are going to get still hurricane force winds here where we're at between 1 and 2. So I'm hunkered down. If I still have time, if things could change. They said that by 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, which will be the 9th, is when you need to make a decision, because that's when the winds will start coming in. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow and just watch the news and make a final decision. Right now I feel like we're staying here, and there's no evacuation around us. So, and it looks like all my neighbors are staying too. So yeah, you'll know by now if we made it out. It's been a long day. Been a long couple stressful days. I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty stressful. Got a lot done today. Spent a lot of money, you know, just to get stuff, you know, supplies. All right, so it is Wednesday morning, about 10 o'clock. We're starting to see some rain, and I've got one more mission. So everything is going to shut down about 2 p.m. today, because that is when the outer bands of Milton, the starting effects of the hurricanes, start to reach us. So I've got about 4 hours to grab any last thing, and fortunately, all we need is ice. I'm going to go try to get a lot of ice, because the power probably will go out. So I want to make sure to keep things iced. I wish I had a generator, but I don't. but that's okay. During Irma, I was out of power for 8 days in Oldsmar. And for some reason, Bella decided to go for a swim in our little retention pond that is typically dry, but when we get a lot of rain, it backs up. That's the only thing I'm worried about, but it drains really well. It actually goes underneath the road over here, drains into a larger lake. Oh, sorry, can't show that. I didn't have to do much as far as stock up on food and water because a couple weeks ago when Helene came through, I had already done that. I also just kind of keep a lot of canned food. You know, I just kind of grew up that way. I always have canned food, non-perishable items. When you live in rural places, I think people will get that more. That wasn't my generation. I think that was passed on from, well, you know, like my grandparents just always have food. They come from, you know, Kentucky and Tennessee during the 40s, during the Great Depression. I've always been encouraged to, you know, keep a good food supply because you never know what's going to happen. And that's a privilege. I realize that, you know, not a lot of people can do that. I mean, I've lived paycheck to paycheck for most of my life, so it's not always that simple. And that's why I give to Metropolitan Ministries, because they are really good about distributing food to families who are in need for these situations, and very important right now, and of course during the holidays. So we're stocked. We got a lot of stuff. If the power kicks off, that's why I'm going to go get ice so I can throw stuff in the ice bags. And truly everything in the fridge can be thrown away except for my condiments. Those are what I'll be keeping on ice. That's it. Everything else can just go away. We don't keep a lot of you know, food in here because we're always traveling, making videos. So we're very minimal on what I will be putting in the ice until the power gets back on. Who knows? We might get lucky. We may not lose power, but I'm expecting it. And I made some iced tea right there. That's important for the hurricane. You can hear the governor on the TV in the background warning everyone. They have plenty of fuel, is what he's saying. Pumps are running out. Yesterday, I spent an hour in line to get gas, but the gas stations ran out of gas, but they're being refueled constantly and will be refueled, so it's good that gas is coming in. So there are a amount of shelters in Hillsborough County, Tampa Bay area that are open, and this is the 11th hour, and this is when they're saying, hey, you need to get to these shelters by 2 p.m. I think it is, because they're closing, and after that you are on your own. I've heard so many sheriffs. I heard I think it was the Manatee County Sheriff said that if you did not evacuate, you were in the flood zones on any of the barrier islands, to take a Sharpie and write your name on your arm so they can identify your body when they find you. It's hard to hear that stuff, man. That's what we're dealing with here. Let's flamingo. Check it out. Got my coolers. I'm gonna fill these both with ice. This will keep ice for a long time, this igloo here. So once I seal it, once I put the ice in it, I'm not going to open it back up, and I'm going to bring it inside the house. I'm going to turn the AC way down to keep it cool in case the power goes out. Got my freaky Florida. Check out all the cryptids and the monsters. Thanks, Mark Muncie, for the awesome sticker. Some really cool places on there that we've been to. Maybe a couple we haven't been to. Much ahead. So at this point, it is 10:19. I'm about to head out to get ice. The hurricane actually will make landfall around Sarasota, so it's shifted south. Just had time to like catch up on things. Yeah, so there you go. 10:19, Wednesday, October 9th. And thank heavens for 7-Eleven. The first stop, not too far from my house. Had to drive just a little bit. And also thanks to Lee's Ice Sarasota of Orlando and Sarasota, I found ice. 6 bags, both coolers about to be full. It is 11:15. I came up to Lowe's to try to find a battery powered fan in case the power goes out, and I couldn't find one, but I did pick up some other stuff. Axe, got this bucket, got some more fuel for the chainsaw and whatnot. Also waterproof patch and sealant in case I get a leak somewhere, just a quick fix. We do rent, we don't own. Just want to throw that in there. I owned a home during Hurricane Irma, and I'm not going to say it's any different, but you definitely do worry a lot more because you're responsible, you know, for that property. You know, so I'm not in that situation anymore is what I'm trying to say. I feel for those people that are just worried about their homes right now that evacuated. I feel you, man. I'm so sorry. Hopefully everyone and everything makes it out okay. Home sweet home. And now it's time to fill the bathtub. This water can be used to flush the toilets, also to bathe. I have a charcoal grill in the garage. If I need to boil water, I can do it on the grill. So I'm gonna fill the bathtub all the way up for extra water. Also, I have 2 cases of water, 4 or 5 gallon jugs of fresh water to drink. So this is just in case. You never know how long we might be out of power. And then also I've cranked the AC down. I don't want to make it too cool because it'll freeze up, but I'll probably be wearing a sweatshirt. Execute order 66. So power goes out, it'll stay cooler in here longer basically if I don't open the door up. Also, I'm closing like all the doors to contain. And the winds have picked up quite a bit. It's okay, Bella. It's okay. So as I'm filling up the bathtub, Bella thinks she's about to get a bath. So she's really nervous. You're not getting a bath. At least today. We're gonna be okay, puppy. I love you. And we're almost full. What do you think, Mr. Bigfoot, or Skunk Ape as they call him in Florida here? Do you think it's worth it to live in Florida now after going through all these hurricanes, all these storms? We've really just been risking it. And I've been fortunate to go through so many hurricanes and come out always on the other side pretty good. A lot of people haven't, and that's why a lot of people have left and probably will after these 2 storms right off the bat. There's a lot of people that are going to move out of Florida, may already have, you know, never coming back, you know, and that raises the question, is it worth living in Florida, Bella? I hate asking that question about anything. Is it worth it? Because, you know, a lot of things might be worth it to you, but aren't worth it to someone else. It's all about preference. But I think living in Florida now, going through these events and situations over and over again, and then coming back and living your life, and then all of a sudden doing it all over again, it's like insanity. Is it worth it? In this moment, I have no answer for you. I just don't know. All right, almost forgot. That'll do it. It's a lot of water. I hope we don't need it. Hate to waste it, but absolutely necessary. Oh no, it's okay. You're not getting a bath. It's okay. I'll tell you what you're getting though. You're getting your 50th treat of the day because you're a good puppy. Yeah. Bella gets the good snack. Enjoy that snacky poo. And she walked off into the distance and enjoyed the beef. Happy October. One of the most spookiest Octobers of my life so far. And we're getting a lot more wind and rain. It's 2:30, October 9th. The pond is filling in pretty nice already. Power flickered for a second just a moment ago. There are many tornadoes down, unfortunately, in very south of us, over in Lake Placid, they just said, and there's some over near Winter Haven and Lake Wales, and I think they're getting hit with tornado activity. Are you scared, Leatherface? You'll be all right. If a tornado does come, we will be going into the center of the house, which just so happens to be the bathroom. I might be draining that water just so I can jump in the tub. Me and Bella. This room is the center of the house, the bathroom, and the plumbing, so that's good. And here we go, Red Baron time. Last supper. I got the Supreme pizza. I don't normally get Supreme. I just thought I wanted to try something a little different. I pulled out the pizzazz that Mom bought us for Christmas. This thing is awesome. Hold on, wait till you see it. Hopefully this gets done before the power gets out. I'm editing tomorrow's video, or it'll already be out. I'm editing my San Antonio Alamo visit video right now. Pizzazz. Your pizza is dry. We're done. We got pizza, Bella. And also, we got high winds. Higher winds. Alright. Pretty gnarly out there. Really gnarly. Wind's picking up about 3:30, October 9th. That pond's filled up pretty good. And the biggest part of the storm is not going to hit until the middle of the night, about 2 or 3 a.m. Hopefully it keeps draining. I am now worried about flooding. There you go. I know, Bill. No, you don't want to go out there. Nope. Nope. Alright, it's a little before 7 o'clock. The pond is sustaining. It's actually draining really well. Alright, so it's a little before 7 o'clock. I just edited my Alamo video. First time at the Alamo. That should already be out. So the pond, I've been monitoring the pond situation. It's draining pretty well. It went down once it hit the drainage hole on the west side of the pond. It started just kind of staying in place and going down a bit. That being said, we got a lot more rain coming. I've been watching the TV. Thank you, Tampa Bay 10 here. Chad Chronister, sheriff of Hillsborough County, was just on here, and he was praising all the people of Tampa Bay. So many people evacuated, got to shelter. They have over 7,500 people in the Hillsborough County shelters right now, which is a record for them. People took it serious, and I just want to say that's amazing. I think people realized how dangerous this was and is, and it could have been a lot worse, and it is a lot worse for a lot of people, but people got out, and that means there's going to be, less tragic things happen. So hats off to the people of the Tampa Bay area for getting out. The roads, as I was coming in Monday night, I actually flew in and out of Orlando, all the way, I-4 all the way to Orlando, just to see if headlights, people got out. And they were saying that a lot of people evacuated to the Orlando area, even though the storm's still going through there and through here. The thing is, it's so deadly around the water. We go down the spooky hallway, look out the window, check out the retention pond. Also check out the weather. Looks like it's really coming down out here. Check it out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the pond is actually not holding as much water as it was. It's draining pretty good. So you can see it right there. You see that culvert? So there's a pipe there. So when it's really raining, it stays about right there. And then when it releases, the water goes down. The last time I showed this was probably 3.5 hours ago. So it's draining. The only thing is, wherever it drains to, if that backs up, then it's just, there's no point. Also right now, the house is shielding my car. Like the wind's coming from the east. That'll shift once the eye passes us. That's the thing about hurricanes. You got the whole thing on the other side of the house, and then once the eye passes you, it all goes to, the opposite side. So Cris is with her parents in Pennsylvania right now. Miss her very much. We've been talking all day, sending pictures back and forth. Miss her so much. I'm so happy she's up there, though, out of harm's way, spending time with her parents. This trip was planned months ago, and I'm living vicariously through them. It's keeping me happy. Also, I've been talking to my mom all day. I've been texting friends, making sure they're okay. One of my friends is without power right now, over more so towards downtown Tampa. Thankfully, we're good here. So I don't know how long the power is going to stay on, but I'm expecting it, to kick off when the real stuff gets here.
Without here. Ooh.
So the water, see, we're on a steep hill here. I mean, that's like 15, 20 feet down. But the neighbors are not. And the water's almost up to their backyard fence. So I'm a little worried about them. And if this keeps going all night, I mean, it'll get pretty close to the house. All right, so it's 8 o'clock, October 9th, and we still have power. There's a lot of people without power around Tampa Bay right now. I'm just so shocked we still have power. Must be on a good circuit. I don't know what the proper term is, but we're on a good one. Happy Halloween. Bella's hungry. You doing okay, Bella? I feel like she needs to go out. She can't go out there right now. She's pee pad trained, although she is trained not to go on the pee pad, you know, during the day. She'll just use it at night if she has to. She's looking at me like if she uses it, she'll get in trouble. I guess eventually she'll just have to go. But yeah, she's really confused. Yummy. How's that taste? She's a grazer. She gets a piece, walks away, eats it, and then comes back. 9:45. The pond is really full. It's getting close to the road. Not quite up that hill to the sidewalk yet. Also, some of the street lights are intermittent right now. We still got power. Shocked. We still have a lot of rain to go. Been watching the news all day. Decided to take a break watching the Alamo 2004. Never seen it. The lights just flickered a couple times. It's 12 after 10 p.m. Oh boy. So our back bedroom window has been getting hammered all these hours into it. Starting to get a little seepage. A little water. The wind is now hitting the north side of the house. Shifted. This is our office. This is definitely the worst we've seen it yet. Wind's really coming. Oh man. Poor car. Freaking ferocious. Definitely getting the Cat 2 winds right now. Over 100 miles per hour. Woo! Holy crap. It is 10:47, October 9th. Banana saltwater taffy from Buc-ee's. Little hurricane snack. Love the banana taffy. I bought this in Hillsboro, Texas, at the Hillsboro, Texas Buc-ee's, which is really big. It's one of the largest Buc-ee's I've ever stepped foot in. Got this on, when was that? Sunday, as I was driving down to San Antonio from Dallas. And I brought it all the way back on the plane. No, I'm sorry, you can't have the taffy. I know it looks good, doesn't it? It looks good. You want the taffy? I don't think dogs can have taffy. Alright, water's definitely getting closer. Alright, so water's definitely getting closer to our house. As you can see, the pond, retention pond, is completely full. Our neighbors are almost... Ooh, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Kind of worried. So the last hour, winds were above 100 miles per hour. It looks like the eye will pass us. It'll pass south of us, but it'll move past us where we're at about 2 a.m. and it's about midnight, so got a couple hours. Hopefully when the wind shifts, the rain's able to, when the winds die down, the rain's able to, what am I saying? The water is able to drain. Oh man.
And Luke, I think the big question I have looking at
the freaking trop, man.
I mean,
that sucks, man.
The roof is open to Tropicana Field. And I think about they had hundreds of cars
the roof's coming down,
ready to go. Do we know if people are okay? at Tropicana Field? And do we know if people are okay with those crane collapses?
Wow. Roof's freaking gone, man. Holding with the power.
The truth is, I just have no way of knowing at this time. I just don't have enough information. As I mentioned before, we were here earlier today, this afternoon. Well, I guess maybe at this point, if it's, okay, so it's still 11 o'clock. So earlier this evening, we were here and we didn't have the great number of trucks and ambulances and other resources.
They're hoping everyone got out. There was people in there.
Daisy knows that building pretty well there.
Lights keep flickering.
Hurricane, current wind speeds, they are still gusting at sometimes up to about 78 miles per hour in Tampa. So the worst may be behind us in the next 60 minutes as this circulation continues to push to the east, but still the potential, we may see some of those wind gusts, 70, 80, 90, or potentially even higher, at least over the next 60 minutes before we see Milton officially move off base. We are still dealing with a Category 2 hurricane at this point.
Hear the frogs. Chris's favorite. Oh boy. Street lights still on. Crane collapse.
There have been multiple crane collapses.
St. Petersburg. Top is off the chop. They just said no one got hurt. There's no one in there. This camera angle's inside the chop.
Right? Not since.
No one sat in those seats up there for 2 years, I can tell you that.
Think about, I mean, all the
Oh man.
memories in there, all the interesting times, the Rays different runs.
Oh, we walked through there
and,
quite a bit.
Incredible games and Wade Boggs playing in there and just a lot
Raise
of
up.
people. They started.
We will build the new stadium earlier. Thursday, October 10th, 12:16. Lost power. So I've got my portable battery charger on the wall. I'm gonna try to keep my cell phone charged. Stuff in the fridge will be okay for a little bit. Not gonna open it. I think we already ate. If it's not back on by the morning, 6 or 7 hours, I'll start putting the condiments in the cooler. So now that the wind's not coming from that direction, I can actually lay down here. Bella's all cuddled up down there. She's really nervous. I'm just gonna rest my head for a little bit.
The roof is gone. So, we have those wind gusts of over 100 miles an hour in parts of that area. And so, thankfully, the worst of the storm is moving out of Tampa, St. Pete, but really bearing down now on interior central Florida.
All right, so the water has gone down the retention pond. The wind has gone down. I'll show you guys tomorrow, but some of the vinyl fence of the neighbors is gone. I think the worst is past us. I'm relieved that the water's gone down. I was kind of worried about that. So we're going to get more rain tomorrow throughout the night. The worst part of the storm for us here is behind us. I can actually hear the wind going down outside. I'm going to get some rest. Well, on second thought, I got a little more work to do. So it says right here, USDA recommends that after 4 hours, your items in your fridge won't be good. So maybe I should go ahead and do that now before I get some sleep. Many hours ago, got ice in there, got ice in there. Let's see what we can save. So I got everything in the cooler in both of these that we're keeping. I got my bologna in there. Might have bologna and beans for breakfast. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna close this up. That'll do it. Glad I got that ice today. Alright, Mr. Leatherface. Wish I could say you're the scariest thing I've seen all day. We're gonna finally get some sleep. It is... Hold on, let me get my phone. 2:30. 2:30. Winds are dying down by the minute outside. Still got a lot of storm in the morning, a lot of rain. But it's time to rest. The worst is behind us. I think. October 10th. Sunrise. Bella. We made it. I know, what a night. Let's get you a walk and get a damage report. Still no power. It's about 10 after 8 a.m. Slept maybe a little bit. And look at that. The pond's gone down a lot. Sun's coming up. Alright, as you can see, neighbor lost some of its fence over there. Ooh. This house stayed pretty cool. Alright. Car looks alright. The rotors are rusted. The fence came down. So far, this is the only significant kind of damage there is. That's replaceable. Oh, Bella met a friend. Alright, Bella. Neighborhood looks good. We were lucky. The only damage, significant damage, is that fence. And we're still getting the outer bands of Milton. It just made its way out into the Atlantic. And we're going to get a lot of wind. It's still not technically over. See the clouds moving. Crazy. What a night. Really nice. Several of the neighbors are checking in on each other. A couple of them greeted me, asked me if I was okay. Me vice versa. We were lucky. Bella did her duty. Now I'm gonna walk around the house, check out the roof, make sure everything's good. Another fence down. Those trees got wrecked. A lot of limbs. There's one little tree that fell down. Looks like it was just uprooted right there. Everything's still really cold in here. Eventually I'll have to drain it a little bit. But I made sure to stock up on iced coffee. No pun intended. Stock. You want some coffee? You don't like coffee. You don't like coffee. Remember the Alamo. I do. It's there a few days ago. I will also remember Milton. I hate you, Milton.
And another 20 evacuated from a senior list facility in Tampa. So again, these efforts are ongoing. They're ongoing across the state. Like Director Guthrie said, there is going to be flooding events across the state in central and northern Florida. So please be aware, if you're in a flood-prone area, be aware of this. Our teams will be able to respond and alert all through the state.
9:53 October 10th. It has been constant sirens outside since I woke up. Emergency responders are now able to go out and answer the calls, the emergencies.
Good for them for having gas.
Thanks to 102.5 The Bone, Drew Garabo, and Monica in studio, taking calls, letting people know where gas is, where they can go to get help.
Hey Drew, it's CJ from New Jersey.
LOD. And thankfully, Chris's plants are all okay. I spread them out, I laid everything down, as you saw, and they all look pretty good, and they got plenty of water. As you can see, the water was, coming through the screen. So they're good. I'm just gonna take my time this morning and put everything back to normal. I've already got most of everything back to normal. Moved the furniture back. Moved a lot of stuff out from the windows, so I've already put all that stuff back. They're saying 1.5 million people without power just in Tampa Bay. Still. Alright, so it's 1:17, October 10th. I came up to my local Lowe's. They're open. I'm going to see if I can get some sort of a power converter. A lot of damage in my area. There's a tree down on a power line just outside the neighborhood. I think that's what happened. I had to be careful. There's no lights and limbs everywhere, so I didn't have my camera. Just took a quick picture. Trees down. All right, Lowe's didn't have what I need. Publix right here, open with power, 141, October 10th, 2024. I got a pub sub, Italian. Thank goodness for Publix and their employees right now across Florida, specifically Tampa Bay area down south, for being here. Glad they have power. I got some meat, so if the power's out next few days, keep that on ice. I can grill it, Got some more bologna. Love me some Dean's French onion dip. I'm just so happy right now I could get food and warm food, even though it's a cold sub. I could have got hot food. And this Publix is open and it's not far, and I can come up to it. But heading home. Thankfully, it's only 70 degrees out here. Gonna get back to Bella though. You know, no power. Gotta get back fast. Best sandwich I ever had. Tastes good. Bella, we made it. We still have no power, but that's okay. This is the first we've seen the sunlight in about 2 days. We made it. We don't need no power. We just need each other. That's it, right? Yeah. Got the radio going. Really upset about Tropicana Field. That's awful. I'm not even going to comment on that. Just really sad. I can't believe it. 4:45, October 10th. I'm going to pull the grill out, make some dinner. Still no power. Light it up. I'm a natural charcoal guy. That's just enough to get me what I need for tonight. There we go. See if we can get this going. And thankfully it's not too hot out. It is a little windy. Gonna get this fire going, get these coals going, and do some grilling. And we got sunlight. That's the brightest the sun's been in 2 days. Question, Bella. Feels nice. Steak or chicken? One reason I'm doing this is because it's day. It's gonna be hard to grill at night with no power. So I'm gonna eat early. I think I'm gonna do the steak. Yes. And with a little help of some Texas Roundup Bucky steak seasoning. A lot of Texas this week. And the grill is now gonna be that. Perfect. It'll be fun. Look at that. Timed it just right. Just enough coals for this steak too. I'm trying to conserve them. I got 2 bags. Smells really good already. Yummer. Also, I saved my A1 sauce, so use a little bit of that. And I have bread. I could call it actually done. Cut this up and make medium? Like a steak sandwich. Probably a little medium well. Bella, we're eating like kings tonight. You're gonna have some too. That's why I got a big one. It's time to cut the steak. That was a rough night. You were so nervous. Happy Halloween. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if you've seen this. If you've seen Cris The Girl on YouTube, you've seen her videos. You've definitely seen this. Are you guys ready for this? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So many things to do. No time to rest. This head is stretched and now I'm gassy too. My costume's almost ready, but there's work still to be done. I'm feeling windy once again. Here comes another one. So have a spooky Halloween to the spirit in your heart and not keep laying candy eggs every time I need to.
That will never get It's delicious. Old. Let's see if Bella approves. There you go. Steak time. What do you think? Sorry to blind you. It's dark in here. Oh, this light's on. I think she wants some more. You want some more? She liked it. All right, 6:55. I'm in my car, charging my phone. I have probably 4.5 charges on my charge pack that I plugged in the wall before the power went out, but I just want to, save that. I'm getting notices that they are working on the power in our area, so that's good. Just feeling very lucky. Last night was hard. A lot of reports today. Unfortunately, people did die. Terrible. Feel awful. We did not see the flooding of Helene here in Tampa Bay, but they got that down south. Just awful. People are coming together though. I've been listening to the radio all day, and people are helping each other out with gas and food. I just heard that we have plenty of supplies. Stores have chainsaws, they have water, they have tarps, they have all kinds of stuff. And that's the kind of stuff they're talking about on the radio. They're telling where you can get what and what not. I'm just grateful. I really thought when I bought all that stuff, I was gonna have to like dig myself out of here, because at that time, you know, we were thinking the worst. You know, and thankfully my neighbors were all cool, and we asked about the fence, and they said don't worry about it, they got someone coming out to work on it. And that was it. So today, I would have just worked a regular work day, my job in Tampa. Tomorrow evening, I'm supposed to do a haunt, Omnius Descent in Winter Haven. Don't think that's gonna happen. All the haunts in this area, I've been talking to the haunt owners all day. They got hit pretty hard, but they're gonna rebuild. They got Sir Henry's Haunted Trail's gonna rebuild. They're not gonna be open this weekend. Also, Terror Track, I think, got hit the worst. So yeah, it's gonna take some time to rebuild those things. So I was supposed to go to Omnius Descent. I'm not so sure if that's an indoor haunt. I'm gonna reach out to them to see if they're even open. Most importantly, make sure if they're okay. That's okay. Now, that being said, what I've had planned for 7 months now for this Saturday and Sunday is not in the state of Florida. So, that still might happen. That still might go down. So, just, I'm pretty lucky that, I set these haunted houses up and they're not in the state of Florida. So, yeah. Haunts on. And I have no power, so I have no way to charge. Oh, look, I found my hat. It was in my car the whole time. There it was. Sometimes I just throw it in the back seat and I forget where it's at. So what I was starting to say is, how am I going to edit and charge up my camera and all that? Well, I normally edit on my laptop and it's completely dead, but I can edit on my phone. I use iMovie to edit, which is on my MacBook, and it's also on my phone. Actually, when I first started my channel, I edited all my videos on my phone. So that's what I'll be doing tonight, and that's why I want to charge it up. So if you're watching this video, I edited on my phone, and most likely probably here in my car, so I can keep a charge going. But this has been my Hurricane Milton experience the last several days. And I want to thank you guys, because just vlogging it made it easier, knowing I was going to share it with you. I'm just very grateful that you guys click on these videos. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope everyone out there is okay. People have checked on me all day. I've been checking on people. The human heart is just miraculous, and there's so many good people out there. And I hate to say it, but all the times I've been through situations like these, some worse, some better, just bad ones, you always find good people and realize that people are really good, and the world surprises you in that way. And very humbling situations. I've been through many trials and tribulations, and it's always a good feeling knowing that people care. And I care about you guys, so thank you so much for being here, watching my videos. So that being said, 7 o'clock, charging my phone here. I'm gonna go back in the house, clean up a little bit, and just kind of relax now that we can. We've got food, Bella's happy, and hopefully we'll have power up pretty soon. And if my next video is not an update, if it's not hurricane related, I'll just give an update in the beginning of the video, whatever that video might be, just to let you know what's all going on. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead for you, my friend. I believe that in my heart. Stay strong out there, put one foot in front of the other, and know whatever happened in the past, it doesn't matter anymore, because we are all brand new through the trials and tribulations that we go through. And just most importantly, know you're awesome. that's it. F you, Milton. Almost cursed right there. Much ahead. Thanks to Cris the Girl for decorating our home and putting so many tea lights and candles, electric tea lights and candles. It's gonna light up the house pretty nice until the power gets off. Thanks, babe. Love ya. Bella, you okay over there? Ooh, her eyes. Sorry about the bright light. This thing comes on. Ooh, scary, Bella. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be all right. Are you kidding me? This is when you decide to come out? There are so many people that have been asking where you are. Where have you been? And now you're here. It is officially Halloween season. The Little Witch. We would go way back, Little Witch. What has it been, like 7 seasons now? 7 seasons I bought you at that dollar store? Yeah, 7. She is confirmed. She is here. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's almost here.